Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another Tennessee Titans franchise. I know I haven't been able to record a whole ton of these, but we are finally finishing out the season. Of course, we will have playoffs. I think it's a guaranteed lock last time I checked of us making the playoffs at this point. I don't think there's anything that can really happen if we look at the standings at least. At least I don't think there is. Yeah, we're 10-6. The next closest team is 8-8. There's no possible way we can lose out of the playoffs. So we are in the playoffs, which is a good thing going into the season one. Well, into the end of season one. I'll show you guys the stats and all that fun stuff after the playoffs are over. Whenever that may be, who knows. But let's hop into things. I already did the practice. Nobody got a dev upgrade, so we don't have to worry about any of that. We do have a couple upgrades to take care of before hopping into the game, of course. Caleb Farley, our big man-to-man corner. We're going to put slot on him. Look, slot just upgrades both man and slot abilities, so it just makes more sense if you're going to run man anyway to do that. I'm going to upgrade Shair's pass coverage. We normally like to stick him a little bit by himself. He does have different equipment in the new roster and stuff, so he should look a little bit differently once we do start that new franchise. Will Levis now up to a 70 for improviser, break 3 sack, 1 throw, accuracy deep, and 1 throw on the run, plus 1 agility as well. Daniel Brunskill, a backup guard that we have had. He's played very nicely for us in limited time and when other players have went down. No big injuries to really report. Chig is still out. No, Chig should be back this week if I remember correctly now. Injury report, we're going to go ahead and look at it. Yeah, we're not missing anybody going into this week. We do have Brett Urban, Reverend Jordan, Abushte, and Brunskill all on injured reserve. They can all come back if needed. I think this would be the last week that you can actually bring players back from injured reserve. So most of those guys will end up staying on injured reserve to finish out the season. They are able to train and do the practices, so they will be getting some XP, of course. We do have some managed staff points. I'm going to leave that as is. I'm going to check the depth chart just to make sure everything's good to go, and then we'll hop into the game, and I'll see you guys in there. Okay, so the Jacksonville Jaguars will start at their own 25-yard line. Trevor Lawrence onto the field. This game doesn't really mean a whole ton to either team realistically. Both teams in the playoffs. Not really a whole ton in the playoff seeding that can change from what I remember. I don't think a whole ton can change, if anything at all. So this is more just a formality at this point. I wish in this type of situation, and I know we could definitely play backups if we really wanted to, but it being a division rival, it's still being a game that's going to matter and is going to be accounted for. We're still going to play hard. We're still going to come out here and try to win this game. But in real life, I would assume mainly all backups would be in. Here's Evan Ingram across the field. Kevin Byard comes up, makes the tackle. Kind of, sort of, Roderick McCurry there as well. Tyler Shatley, the center or guard, if I remember correctly. I don't remember if he's playing center still or if he's playing guard at this point. He's down with injury. 1st and 10 here. All the way into our territory already. We're going to be rocking the Oiler Blues one last time this season at minimum. Yeah, they just look so good. I understand the complaint that Texans fans have, but man, these jerseys look so fucking nice. I will say that much. 2nd and 7 now here, dropping back to pass, looking. ETN gets left on Arden Key, and he'll just walk into the end zone. That's tough. Arden Key was apparently matched up on him in man coverage, and ETN's going to win that route on a wheel route every single time. They're cheesy as hell already. 1st and 10, we're starting at our own 26, so a pretty decent return by Marquez Stevenson. We're going to immediately hit them with play action here. Dropping back to pass, trying to find Treylon Burks. He does, over the middle. Finally tackled down there by number 31. I would assume that's Darius Williams, former LA Ram. Hit a really good run with the LA Rams there. He was like a late bloomer, if I remember correctly. 1st and 10 here now at the 46. Playing across from, Kyle Phillips went upfield. I was trying to tell, it's starting early. It really is. I was trying to tell him to stay down there in the flats so I could hit him, and he just went upfield. And as he's going upfield is when I'm hitting the button. So, of course, Madden's like, oh, we're throwing it up the field, and it's just easily picked off at that point. Get locked on Joseph Asai, and Zay Jones there over the middle. 4 for 4, 91 yards. Jesus. I don't know if I'm just used to playing my Broncos franchise and having, stud corners and all this, but, man, this definitely feels like a very weak defense right now. I understand why we're one of the last teams in the NFL. 5 for 5 for 96 yards. Just cannot let, just play actions happen like that. 2nd and 5 now. They go 5 wide. We're going to spread the D line. Hopefully somebody can get after the quarterback. Going to keep the center engaged. Monty Rice comes down. But it's Shair's zone that he catches the ball in. 6 for 6 for 105 now. Geez, 108 total yards already. And we just are not looking good. And if we can't get our team going, we're going to be in a pretty bad situation, especially going into the playoffs. Evan Ingram there can't hold on the football. Got scared of Josh Thompson. I would be too. He's played pretty well this season. 2nd and 10 now. Going to be looking to slow down this pass game now with them exploding out so fast. 3rd and 5 now after a Zay Jones catch and tackled down by Shair, who's played nicely. I don't think I can realistically say he's the middle linebacker of the future. I don't think he's the guy. Now, is he a middle linebacker that will fill the hole for us? Christian Kirk can't hold on to that football. I think even last time we played the Jags, I think Christian Kirk struggled with holding onto the football. So that's kind of, not to say strange, but definitely different. Marquez Stevenson! Oh my God! Another kick return touchdown. He hasn't had one since like week 4 of this season. He takes it back. That is why we re-signed him. That is why we gave him all that guaranteed money. Marquez Stevenson immediately flips the momentum. Jesus. Marquez Stevenson, holy shit. I saw the hole and I just and I was like, fuck it. This looks like the best opportunity here. Jacksonville Jaguars will be taken over at their own 24-yard line. We got to make sure not to leave Arden Key in those bad situations. I think that's something that we have to really focus on, is not leaving our guys in just not good situations. And ETN just Le'Veon Bell'd the fuck out of me. Looks like he was going to bounce back inside. Jump cuts back to the outside. Shair's going into the inside and just wide open lane there. Only for 9, luckily there. 2nd and 1 now. Halfback inside zone. Monty Rice fills the gap and is able to bring him down for a 1-yard loss. Monty Rice, unfortunately, we'll probably be losing him in the offseason in terms of just the fact that, in real life he got leased or traded, so he probably won't be on the team. Calvin Ridley there for a big gain. 8 for 10, 149 now. Yeah, just this pass game just cannot make us stop. They just can't for some reason. Flip the play. Monty Rice supposed to be on a tight end. Oh, and Caleb Farley just got burned. Holy fuck. This defense is downright atrocious right now. We cannot stop a fucking fly. Starting at our own 27-yard line, the offense will come back out on the field. We were one missed tackle away from probably taking another one back to the house, unfortunately. Offense will have to put in some work here today to keep this game close. 1st and 10, halfback stretch to Spears. He gets bottled up immediately by Trayvon Walker, just pushing Dillard into the backfield. It's a negative 1-yard rush there. Just not looking good. This offense just continues to struggle. When Will Levis doesn't have it going, this offense just is nowhere to be found, it feels like. Spears underneath, and it's picked. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing like an absolute fucking idiot right now. I just am not reading defense. I'm just throwing bad balls. They fucking came down super hard. They just took the ball away so easily. 1st and 10, and they have full momentum. This is going to be a difficult game to come back from. 9 for 12 now. Only his 3rd incompletion on the day. He's just started off so well. And I just don't know what to call here that's going to give us like a realistic opportunity. I literally get bumped off of him, so he's wide open. I'm literally holding my stick to go that way for a good solid 3 seconds, and Monty Rice just doesn't want to move. That sucks. Dropping back into coverage again. He's going to throw the ball away. 4th and 3. Do hold him to the field goal, but still going up 20-7 here. Well, early into this game, just not. No, they're going to go for it. Cool, they're going to fuck my ass. You know what? Just run commit. Fuck it. And they pass. Caleb Farley, though, with the knockaway. Let's go. 1st and 10 here. Going to take over on our own 19. That actually works out pretty well for us. We might stay away from the air game. I think we've thrown like 2 picks and 2 passes. So, 1st and 10, let's run the football. And just, our edge blockers just are not setting up these edges correctly. Chig gets pushed back. Andre Dillard gets pushed back. Nicholas Petit-Fier gets fucking rammed by a goddamn linebacker. Somebody needs to fucking step up and make a run block here. And just, I don't know who 55 is. Yeah, Boogie Basham, of course. That's going to be cheesy. He's probably listed as an end, so he's going to play as basically a D tackle in this 3-4. He's going to fuck that guard all day. I want Burks to run a curl. It's going to be short of the sticks, but I'm going to get something. And just, yeah, Boogie Basham just beats fucking Peter Skronsky again. So goddamn fast. I don't know how he's beating him so fast. Boogie Basham's only supposed to be like a 70, and Peter Skronsky's just getting tossed around like a rag doll. Jaguars will take over at their own 47, only 3 yards away from putting this game back into our territory. 2nd and 8 now, 2-yard rush. Buddy Johnson comes up with the tackle. Has played well as well. He's somebody that we could arguably bring back just for the simple fact of I don't think he's currently on an NFL roster, or if he is, he's on a practice squad, so it won't really matter all that much. Travis Etienne there gets into our territory. 3rd and 5 now. This is definitely go for it territory as well. So even if we do come up with a stop here, we will be looking at a 4th down in which they could easily go for it, mainly just because it's in that range of, can't being able to kick a field goal here, but can't, and too close to really punt. Nope, that's Zay Jones, number 7, picking up the 1st down on that corner route. I don't know why Caleb Farley is playing that so deep if the only receiver over there is fucking Zay Jones. There's no reason to play it that deep. I don't understand this fucking game sometimes. And I don't want to get into a pissy-ass mood, but it's just annoying when this game just doesn't play zone coverages correctly. 1st and 10. Throws the ball away. Zay Jones was the target there, just not being able to break out of his route against Caleb Farley, as well as maybe Trevor Lawrence thought he was going to be able to. Overload pressure, and just, Evan Ingram doesn't hold on to it. Just can't get to the ball. It's lollipopped across the middle, and just can't hold on to the football as he's getting hit, or just, as he's getting scared to really go for that ball. Jeffrey Simmons were on him. Get him. Harold Landry can't quite get there, not for the sack, but does force the incompletion out of a throwaway. At least we pick up that. 4th and 10 now. Yeah, 9:50 to go, and we're already down 10. Should probably be down 13. Oh, Molden gets through and gets the block! Molden blocks the field goal. 1st and 10 now. At our own 32. We got to get some type of run game going. Spears, just nothing going there again. 4 yards, though. That's better than anything we've had so far. Maybe halfback off tackle will work a little bit more because we're not particularly setting an edge and trying to get outside as much. It's more of just a zone play. 2nd and 6 now gets us a decent chunk of yards. 1st and 10 up to the 44 now. Yeah, this offense has just struggled. We're gonna need a complete overhaul on offense. Like, the defense definitely needs work as well. But when the offense can't get going and the defense gets left out there, that doesn't particularly help. We do get it to Wiley. DeGuara lead blocking there. 2 for 4, 30 yards, 2 picks. This team is struggling, and I don't know if Will Levis is the answer anymore here at QB. I really don't. To start the year, those 2 really good games, and then just outside of those, it just has been downhill. Throwing for less than 200 yards in multiple games, having multiple picks, it seems like every game. 2nd and 6, going to go to a play action fake here. It worked well on that first play of the game. Get it going again. Burks is open over the top. Picks up the first and more, down to the 5. I thought he was gone. I thought Darius Williams took a bad dive. Unfortunately not. We will have to try to punch it in from here. Go zone weak here. We'll bring Wiley over. Let him get to work. Get up to this backer, please, Skoronski. That's all I need of you. Wrong backer, dumbass. Down to 4 now. 2nd and 2. Well, 2nd and goal is what I meant to say. I'm going to go power O here. Try to get Haskins involved. If we have to, we could probably look towards, letting him do a little bit more running. Haskins in. Just untouched all the way to the goal line. In for a touchdown. Haskins puts us within a 1-score game. Starting off at their own 28. They've been willing to do some kick returns here. Press this cornerback squad. Tier Tart, that's another guy that we are going to be losing in this offseason as well, as he'll make his way down to Houston. They released him in real life because of work ethic and just not being really willing to do stuff that he doesn't want to do. So they released him, went down to Texas. I don't know. Yeah, went down to Texas, and I just don't know if he's played well for them or not. But that is something we will be losing, of course, which does suck. It is a, almost an 80 defensive tackle that we will be losing. But just, and one thing I will say is, yeah, it does suck losing some of these storylines. I don't know. I still haven't decided if I'm going to restart fully or if I'm just going to be like, hey, we're going to, do some stuff. Because, then do we take into account Kevin Byard? Or do we say, hey, he was traded in the offseason? Do we take Derrick Henry stuff seriously then? All that stuff, it's kind of in a weird situation. But I know the draft class is probably going to be fucked if I don't. Caleb Farley with a pick! Tries to throw it over the head. Caleb Farley trying to get a block. Shair, get the fuck out of the way. Jesus, dude. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Our defense has stepped up just enough now. Burks here on this wheel route could be open. Yeah, he's open. Throw it back in the end zone. Doesn't quite go up and get it. Going against Campbell there. He normally develops into a really good corner. At least from the franchises I've seen. Going to keep Monty Rice. It's the last game of the season. Honestly, I'm okay with Buddy Johnson having to come in and play if he does get hurt. So it's not the worst case scenario. Play action fake, looking underneath. Nothing there. I tried to get rid of the ball late. Boogie bash him again. What the fuck is this dude's problem? 3rd and 19. Nobody's sitting over top of D-Hop. I could run him on a streak and get him going a little bit sooner. I know Madden's just fucking glitched, so I'm not going to do that. It's kind of cheesy. Hit Chig underneath. Just get into field goal range. 4th and 5 now. Rashawn Jenkins, the safety that picked me off earlier, come up with an injury. We're going to tie this game up here with 4:17 remaining. 1st and 10, starting at their own 20. They elected to bring the ball out when we got a good tackle on them. 2nd and 9 now after a 1-yard rush from Travis Etienne. Tier Tart with a tackle. 2nd and 9 now. They're going to go trips left. Running back offset right. Handoff to Etienne, and Amani Hooker comes up and makes a really good play there. Against an O-lineman as well as Shair there to help. 3rd and 7 now. Gotta watch Evan Ingram here. I think him or Zay Jones is probably the biggest threat. Stop across the middle, and he's going to throw the ball away, giving us an opportunity to go down and score. 3:09 left here in the first half. They have just fucking fumbled the bag here. They were almost up 20-7 at one point. And now, going to be tie game with just under 3 minutes remaining. Marquez Stevenson, good return. Aluakon there, though. He'll end up making the tackle. 3 minutes remaining exactly. Can definitely still run this ball. And that's something we cannot get away from. I keep preaching it every single week, and yet we still do it. Can't get away from this run game. Tight end's just nowhere to be found in terms of blocking. 2nd and 8 now. Only a 2-yard rush. Does put us behind the chains quite a bit. We're going to go halfback draw here. We're going to actually escape out of it. We go with the play action fake. See if these linebackers will stay in and bite. No, they drop immediately. Kyle Phillips and Will Levis just cannot connect. 4 for 8, 84 yards, just struggling to say the least. I think that's the simplest way to put it, and one of the easiest ways to put it, and that's underselling it. D-Hop burned his man. I looked over there. He's gone. Touchdown, D-Hop. Fuck you, pussy. So my reads were into out. It was Burks into Spears, and as I'm turning to look at Burks, I see Hopkins just went off the line, so I'm like, fuck it, just put it there. Just throw it down the sideline. We will go up 24-17 with just over 2 minutes remaining. They do have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. They have plenty of time to go down and score, but this does put momentum in our way in a big favor. 1st and 10 at their own 25. And they're going to catch this ball underneath. They're going to go quick, it seems like. Quick hitters at least. Now they're going to go quick here. They're going to settle for the 2-minute warning. I don't understand that play call there. If you're going to settle for the 2-minute warning, you may as well try something more across the middle, a little bit deeper. Man-to-man here, not loving it, but it is something we will have to go with. Gonna hop on Joseph Asai, let these guys play man by themselves. Joseph Asai, but Monty Rice gets burned, and the safeties nowhere to be found in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 down to our 35-yard line, and the clock is ticking inside 2 minutes. Gonna hurry to the line here, apparently. Quick play call, not quite no huddle, but definitely fast enough. Man-to-man, zero coverage. Kevin Byard comes down, not quite quick enough. Christian Kirk there for a 4-yard catch. Will be brought down 2 for 33 for Kirk, whatever. God, I'm struggling today with names apparently. 2nd and 6 now. They're running a QB draw, and Joseph Asai will end up getting the tackle. In real life, I think that might have been counted as a sack, as it was a QB run that wasn't really designated a run, and he didn't quite get past the line. So I'd assume that would be counted as a sack in real life. You never know, though. 3rd and 10 here. Screen pass. Etienne. Shair, get there. Amani Hooker, 4th and 5. Going to call a timeout. My reasoning is we could get the ball back 35 seconds or more. Go down, have a chance to score. Even if it's just a field goal, we could easily be back up 7 before the half. Damn, 1 missed tackle away from taking that back to the house again. Gotta give Marquez Stevenson as many opportunities as he possibly can get. We're paying him the money. May as well let him go for it. D-Hop underneath, catch, run, get out of bounds. 29, 1st and 10. And at the 41... Can't have that play again, though. Gonna go with a halfback screen here. I wish Saylor was just a little bit faster, though. Dump off Spears. It's probably coming back. 24 seconds now. 5 seconds off the clock for a 5-yard gain. Just not really worth it. No, it's roughing the passer. They're gonna give me more yards. Gonna take it. We're gonna get the ball at their own 39. That's crazy that they're calling that in that situation. Spears, run a wheel. Gonna bring Hopkins in, get him closer to the middle of this field. See if we can stress these safeties a little bit harder. Chig underneath is open. But Kyle Phillips is more open. But he doesn't make a play on the fucking football. Dude, go make a fucking play. I know that it's not a great ball and it's out of bounds. Go make a play, though. Jesus, bro. Gotta try to do something. Gonna have to fucking put Julio in here soon. And just Josh Allen just flexed my butt. Awesome. 3rd and 20. I gotta at least get 10 yards here to try to get it back into field goal range. I know this is kind of cheesy, but may as well try to run it. See if we can get something out of it. Just our blockers get picked up fast, and Spears just nowhere to really go with that football. Gonna leave no time left on the clock, and we'll kick this field goal. It's a bit long, but better than settling for a punt at this point. 60 yards. Never mind then. That's definitely not going to be fucking picked up. We'll just go Hail Mary. Fuck it. Pick's a pick. I don't really give a fuck at this point. Just everybody get to the end zone. Gotta buy enough time for my guys to get to the end zone anyway. Hopkins, and it's picked. Andre Cisco. Hopkins just couldn't get up and get it. Yeah. Third pick. I'm not going to really hold that one against Will Levis. Granted, all three of them haven't been against Will Levis. It's me just not reading the fucking play and then throwing a bad ball, more importantly than anything else. And that's something I've said time and time again. I think we've had 4 straight games of 3 interceptions, which is just fucking insane at this point. Maybe even 5 games at this point. I really don't remember. But, Jesus, we got to work on the interceptions. That's my problem more than anything. I will say that. But with that, we're heading to half. So I'll see you guys when we're back from halftime. We'll be taking over at our own 22-yard line. Will Levis, 8 for 14, 1 touchdown, and 3 picks. Like I said, all of them really being on me. I'm not going to... if I make a bad read, I'm definitely going to hold myself accountable. Now, if you throw a bad ball, Will Levis, I will hold you accountable more than anything. But if I make just a fucking shit read like I have, I will take the blame. 2nd and 5 now after a 5-yard rush there from Spears. Just hasn't gotten going, but we haven't had the time to get him going either, is the major factor. When we've been down a lot of the game and we've had to try to battle back as quickly as possible, stuff like that's going to happen. 2nd and 5 here. Going to run this trap play that we've liked so much, and Devon Hamilton just shed so quickly. That left side is just getting fucked right now. Just diddled in the mouth right now. 3rd and 6. Dropping back to pass. Wiley and just fucking Will Levis. Bad ball. Great, we're punting already. 1:07 into the fucking second half, and we're already punting. Jags back out onto the field with Trevor Lawrence and his bitch ass. 1st and 10 at their own 27, so decent punt by Stonehouse. Nothing too spectacular, though. They spread the D-line. They are dropping back to pass. Over the middle, over the head of Monty Rice and down into our own territory already. They've spent probably more time in our own territory than they've spent in theirs. So it's just not been a good day for us. They continuously move the ball. They've had a couple mistakes here and there, but overall they have just been fucking us. Harold Landry can't get home, but Josh Thompson does force an incompletion. Shair is now out, so now we have dropped 2 middle linebackers in this game. Monty Rice, of course, did come back, but still that doesn't matter when he has the chance of re-injuring himself. Josh Thompson again with a good stop there. 3rd and 8 now. Shair, low risk to be re-injured. We're going to bring him back out here. Immediately play hard here. 3rd and 8. Got to come up with the stop. Play action fake. Trying to watch the middle of the field. And Hooker just lets him catch it over his head. He goes for the swat away instead of playing the man. And he ends up catching it over his head. 1st and 10. And that's a tough situation to find yourself in. It really is. Going to throw the ball here and knocked away by Josh Thompson. Josh Thompson just continues to play fucking well. This is why I keep this motherfucker around. He has played phenomenally. I don't even know if phenomenally is the fucking correct word. He has played out of his goddamn fucking mind. Good shit. 3rd and 6 now. 10 for 25. So at least both sides of the ball, well, both offensive units just haven't been able to run the football, which is the good news, to say the least. At least they're not throwing it and passing it, but they are throwing it here underneath and just throws it away. What a bad ball. I don't know if that was a purposeful throwaway or if that was he was trying to lob it maybe and just threw it late. I have no idea. 4th and 6. They're going to be down 1 after this field goal. 6:39 here remaining in the third. Just not a great start to the second half for us. We go with the shock H option. It's worked well in the past. I don't think they're going to come hard, but if they do, Burks should be open almost immediately. They don't, but Burks is still open. Just not a hard coverage drop there from, I think that's Lloyd. Devin Lloyd, the middle linebacker. The Jags have just drafted so many stand-up backers in the past. I forget who's who at this point. I know they have Luakon. I know they have a dude named Lloyd Amuma, and then the dude from Florida this year. But halfback, play action fake, dropping back to pass, just can't find anybody, dump the ball away. Josh Allen there to make the stop, basically. 3rd and inches. We got to get this first down. I don't care how we have to get it, just get this first down. This is 4-down territory here as well, as long as we don't lose yardage here. Just so close and just can't fucking get there, dude. Josh Allen sheds so fast to the inside that we just don't have a chance against it. We just don't. Gonna go into this shotgun formation here. Move Chig to the other side. Force him to block up onto Travon Walker. That brings the middle linebacker back in, though. Snap the football. Get up. Get the first, Spears. Thank you. 11 for 21. Just even under 2 yards of carry is just so bad. Historically bad for us so far this season. Bring Phillips in motion. Play action fake. Just dump it off to Phillips. He is very far behind the line, though. He's only going to end up picking up 2. It's just not a great play when you continuously go backwards when I'm trying to throw it to you. 2nd and 8. Going to bring Burks in motion. Hopefully come down. Crash on this safety a little bit harder. No, just doesn't even help. Just goes up to the wrong fucking safety. I said fucking Rashawn Jenkins, you dumb bitch. Like, I know you're technically not allowed to crack block back, but like I'm telling you to like come down and get set up. 3rd and 6 here, gonna go halfback draw. Just nothing going here, and just Travon Walker. They have such athletic freaks at their linebacker positions. It's insane. You have Josh Allen on one side, you have Travon Walker on the other, and then you have Aluakon, who's fast as fuck, in the middle, with Muma, Lloyd, and the other dude, is it Miller? I think. Von Miller? No. Ventrell Miller? Something like that, right? I think that's his name. I kind of sort of remember making him. I know he was a later round guy. I know he's like a 4th or 3rd round pick. So that's why I don't particularly remember him. 1st and 10 here, though, for the Jags. They're going to go ahead and throw the ball deep, and Caleb Farley gets burned. He struggles so hard with keeping up with guys off the line. His pressure must not be very good. And, that's my fault for continuously putting him in that situation. But when we want to play a physical brand of football, I have to have you up at the line. I have to have you try to win those, reps. I can't just sit there and let you get cooked on the back end just by yourself. So, gonna hop on Joseph aside, try to force some type of pressure here, and just knocked away there by Farley. Does keep up with Christian Kirk there. 3rd and 7 now. This defense needs to come alive right here, right now. Just come up with something. Anything. I just need anything. And just... that sucks. That's Monty Rice's zone. I don't know why he would be playing that and not AJ Moore. I really don't understand some of these coverage drops sometimes. I understand you want to disguise stuff, but we're just not that type of team right now. And I know that's more my fault than anything calling that in that situation, but man, it's tough. 1st and 10. They're going to try to go for Calvin Ridley here, corner. No, nothing looking there. Ben Barch, another guard down for him. Pretty sure Tyler Shatley was the guard, if I am thinking correctly. 2nd and 10. No, RPO. And Molden can't come up with the tackle. Neither can Josh Thompson. Roger McCreary down to the 2 now. 382 for Lawrence. I think he fucked us last time as well. Yeah, this defense, this offense, everything needs an overhaul going into the offseason. And I know we don't have a ton of draft capital. I know we don't have a ton of cap space either. So it's going to make it pretty difficult. But, man, we're going to have to change a lot going into the next season if we want any type of success. Just drop Thompson into a zone. Hopefully he can cover the middle. And Caleb Farley just playing too far off. Arden Key is now injured as well. They're going to go for 2 to try to get up 7. Going to send some pressure here, but then we're going to drop him. Just into coverage, just annoy the shit out of him. And Zay Jones goes out of the end zone to catch it and does not end up getting the 2 points for the Jacksonville Jaguars. We end up stopping him. 8 for 119. 1st and 10 at our own 22. Handoff Spears. I was trying to let Wesco just get up to the safety because I know as soon as I push R2, he's going to fucking miss the safety. Gonna run the ball here in the 4th. Gonna run the ball. If I have to run it on all 4 downs, I fucking will. I'm tired of throwing this football and just having bad shit happen. At this point, we're just going to run the football. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Simple as that. Spears, cut back, first down. 15 for 44. Now he's getting going. Let's get back to the line. Let's hit him with a play action. Drop him back. 1st and 10. Looking D-hop. Throw it up. Let him go try to get it, and it's out of bounds. Fuck me. Will Levis, you are so fucking dog shit, bro. Come the fuck on. If it's man, I'm looking Hopkins. If it's not, look Spears. If it's not, look Spears. He's not really open all that much. Run with Levis. He gets 6. Hurry back to the line. We can do this RPO alert bubble. If that safety doesn't come quick, hit Burks. If he does, hand off Spears. He didn't come quick. Burks picks up the 1st and more. Down to the 34. Treylon Burks is injured. Jesus Christ. See, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, anytime we get Burks going, he has 4 catches. He's injured. What am I supposed to do there? What am I supposed to do? Huh? It's not even overusing him. It's not like I'm like throwing him the ball 10 times a game and he's catching it 9 times and getting tackled 9 times. It's 4 catches almost every single time, I feel like. We throw him the ball 4 times and he's injured. 1st and 10, they're 34. Handoff Spears. Make a play. Picks up the 1st and more. 16 for 55 now. Slowly coming back into this thing with this run game. Red zone wide receiver scissors. Julio Jones now in the game. That's never a great sign. No offense, Julio. Gotta get this ball snapped, and just because I don't know. It was making me wait for him to get set, but he shouldn't have to get set because he's the off-man line. Nobody else is moving. He shouldn't have to wait to get set. God, when Madden doesn't understand even NFL rules, it's fucking annoying. It really is. Like, the amount of clips I've had of just, like, catches being non-catches and non-catches being catches and just everything is so annoying. 1st and 15. Handoff Spears. Almost gets tackled in the backfield. Boogie bash him there. 4-yard rush for Spears. Cannot settle for a field goal here. Cannot settle for a field goal here. That is the one thing we cannot do right now. If it's man, Phillips or Hopkins. If it's zone, a Quanquo. Or even Spears. And just, I threw that ball way too early. I didn't think Lloyd was going to drop that hard. I just keep making bad reads, and I just can't get out of my own way. 3rd and 11 here. Wiley should be open for the most part. Hopkins, though, is my main target here. And just fucking pump faking doesn't do anything. You know, if you're gonna add a fucking feature to the game, make it fucking work. If I pump fake to fucking Wiley, Jenkins should come up. He's not that good of a safety. Like, he's a good safety. He's a starting level caliber safety, but he's not a fucking amazing athlete and player. He's going to come up and try to take Wiley away, which should leave Hopkins open. Fuck you, EA. 4th and 11, guy kicks the field goal. It's just too far to go for. Situation to still play pretty aggressive, only being up 2, but I would also imagine them trying to soak a little bit of this clock away. Shair there underneath, 2nd and 6 now. 25 of 40, just... Yeah, this defense, it is not very good. It's just there's no particular aspect of this team that, you know, you can really look forward to or do anything with at this current moment. Shair's fine in the run game, but he's not great in pass coverage. Jeffrey Simmons is good, but he doesn't have any help. Safeties, if you want to count Byard at this point, that's fine, but, you know, depending on what we decide to do there, could look even more bleak. Evan Ingram against Molden, runs a wheel route, wins it. 409 now here through the air for Lawrence today. If we can hold him to at least a field goal, we'll still be in position to hopefully contest this lead. But touchdown would pretty much salt away that chance, as the offense hasn't gotten, a whole ton going. And I guess we could always still be within contention if we do end up blocking the point after, but that's a very low possibility here. 2nd and 3 now. Shair come up, make the tackle, 2 yards there. Like I said, we've been able to slow down the run game in the later half of the season. It's just this pass unit is just so good. I know Molden plays safety now in real life, so maybe that is something that we can look at as well in terms of just, being a problem. All phases of the football right now, besides special teams, both sides of this ball just have not been good in this later half of the season. We have just struggled beyond compare, just nothing really going. Lawrence is running a option play now, and Monty Rice can't get there. Yeah, this defense has been a struggle all year to really keep us into games. They've came up once or twice in terms of just like actual good plays to keep us in games, but realistically, they have been the downfall of this team more than anything. You can look towards the offensive struggles, but normally we have at least some type of offense moving in every single game, it seems like, virtually. But it never feels like we have a defensive unit just out there playing their asses off, which I know could be, due to the offense, right? You leave your defense out there for so long, they get tired, they, get down on themselves, they don't want to be out there type of situation. But they just haven't played good from week 1 until now. Like, they just haven't. They're not going to play well. 3rd and 8. Like I said, we don't really have like a whole ton of difference makers here on this unit. Roger McCreary, dude, Roger, if you pick that, it could be almost a pick 6. And worst case scenario, they just don't get any points. But 1st and 10, going back to play that we've had success with so far today. I mean, kind of 1 touchdown and 1 pick on this play. So try it again here, 1st and 10. Nothing really open. Just run with Will Levis. Try to pick up this first. Ends up getting it. 2 for 17 there for him today. Gonna go tight end in here. Spears on this wheel route. If he gets matched up incorrectly, could be dangerous. He did. Get there. Spears. Touchdown. Back in this game. Taking the lead here late in the 4th. But our defense does have to come out and play now. Jesus. Gonna go for 2 here, trying to get us up 3 at least. Don't know really what I'm looking here for. Quanquo could be open. Spears, take off and run with Will Levis is a possibility as well. Get to the outside, Will Levis. I don't know what Chig is doing. He brought the defensive end in. Josh Allen can't fuck with me though. Yeah, it's Ventrell Miller. Let's fucking go. Up 3, late here in the 4th. Tajay Spears turns this game around. 1st and 10. Taking over at their own 25. Gonna play on Shair here. Try to slow him down. And I fucking hate that route. Because I always bite on the underneath. And then the tight end just breaks open over the middle. Not gonna send Shair on a fucking blitz. Neither Monty Rice. We're gonna play like a QB spy here. Shallow zone as well. 2:30. They're just letting this clock tick. And Chris Harris just be matched up on Evan Ingram. Will they snap this ball before the 2? I don't think they will. I could be wrong. Yeah, no, they're not going to. Trying to draw us off sides. I don't know why you wouldn't run a play there at the 2-minute warning. It's 1st down. You run it. You get that's an extra timeout in your pocket, basically. I just don't understand that play there from them. 1st and 10 here. At our 44, we can let them have a field goal. It would end up tying the game, and we would be going into overtime, which I would like to avoid. More time on the field means possibly more injuries. Now, not a whole ton of people have been injured here today or as of recent. 2nd and 10. Dropping back to pass again. Covering Evan Ingram. There is some curls open. He throws the ball away. 3rd and 10. This is 4-down territory, of course, but that does put us in a good situation. I need this defensive line to come up big here. Curls. Somebody's open. No! Sack! Sierra Tart! 4th and 14. This will settle the game. We're going to send extra pressure here. We're going to put him on a time limit. Send extra pressure. Get home. That is the goal right now. Get home. Make a play. 4th and 14. For the game. Christian Kirk can't hold on. And guess who the fuck it is? Josh goddamn Thompson. Woo! We will escape here at home, winning our last game of the season, taking down the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know if they'll do anything to the seeding, of course, but it will, just give us a better record. This is only, I think, our second game in the division that we won. I think we ended up going 2-4 then. And there's something we do have to improve on is the division record next year. That was one thing that we truly struggled in. Losing both games to the Colts, losing the first game to the Jags, losing one of the games to the Texans. That really hurt us late. Spears run the football. This should take it down to at least a minute 50. It doesn't quite take the game down to, not a minute 50, 50 seconds left. Shit, that doesn't take the game quite as far down as I was hoping. I hope I didn't run something incorrectly there. I think they had all 3 timeouts, or they had at least 2. So, they had at least 2. They could have had a third. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go back and watch that later. Out at the 12-yard line, and the Jaguars will take over. 44 seconds remaining. No timeouts. We're going to drop in a man, actually. Play everybody off. Don't let them get anything easy. Well, super easy. I don't know what the fuck that check down is. Why would you check down there? There is no reason for you to check down. 26 seconds. Cover deep. Just tackle him. They only got one more play. Timeout. Get into a better look. Get into more defense backs onto the field. I know it allows them to set up a play as well. Let them get set up, but it also lets us get set up as well. Cover everybody. And just throwing the ball away. 3 seconds now here. Yeah, that pretty much does it. In real life, you wouldn't throw the Hail Mary. You'd go with a bunch of hooks and ladders and stuff like that. But here, they don't really have that option. So they're going to throw the ball. And broken up by McCreary, 54 for 30, 32 for 54 from Trevor Lawrence. What a great game he had. Just his defense let him down. His special teams let him down. And overall, the Jaguars suck. Fuck you, Doug Peterson. 35-32, ending the season on a high note. Mike Vrabel will continue to be the coach going into this next season, of course. At least as of right now. We might follow the storyline that maybe he still wanted out of Tennessee, that he maybe wanted a year off, something like that. Just not great game from Will Levis. 52% completion percentage. It just wasn't a great game overall. Special teams stepped up in a big way today with the return from Marquez Stevenson. Defense came up clutch a couple times, but they still struggled, to say the least. It was a bad game. It was. I'm surprised we won it. They played phenomenally. And, we escape here with a victory. We'll check and see if that does anything to the playoff seedings. I'm going to go get some screenshots for the thumbnail, and then we will be back at the main menu and finish out this episode. So we did finish the season with an 11-6 overall record. The Colts ended up winning the division at 12-5. We ended up staying at the 6th seed. The Bengals dropped to the 7, and the Jaguars are at the 5. We will be taking on the Ravens, who we did beat all the way back in London. So we will have that opportunity to go up against a team that we have already beaten. I think we have a better opportunity of beating the Ravens again than we do beating the Colts. We just have struggled so much against them. Anthony Richardson has fucked us both times, in my opinion. I think this will be our best opportunity to advance as well, because worst case scenario, we head to probably Buffalo if we win, because we will be probably the lowest seed. I expect the Chiefs to take care of business against the Bengals, and then of course, if we take care of business against the Ravens, then that would only leave one option of heading to Buffalo, of course. Well, I guess no matter what, we're probably heading to Buffalo, if I had to guess, if we win. Because I think the Chiefs will take care of business against the Bengals, but if they don't, then the Bengals head to Buffalo, and then we will head to the matchup of Colts and Jaguars. I don't know what their head-to-head record is so far this season, but we could figure that out pretty easily. Cowboys, Packers, Vikings, Rams, Commanders, Falcons, and Eagles all make the NFC. So, yeah, just 2 NFC North teams, 3 NFC East. No. Yeah, 3 NFC East teams, and 1 from both the West and the South. 3 AFC South teams on our side, 1 from the North. No, 2 from the North, 1 from the West, and 1 from the East. So it'll be an interesting matchup. Of course, like I said, we did beat them early in the season, but have they come alive just like in real life? They are 12-5, as good as the Colts. So they are a powerhouse. I think we did struggle against them early on as well. So it will be an interesting matchup. Of course, if you guys enjoyed this video or any of the videos here on my channel, I'd appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I think this will be coming out on either Wednesday or Thursday after the conference championship games. So hopefully that will be coming out shortly. I do have some other stuff that should have come out hopefully by then. I'm hoping to get those up later tonight. I'm recording this on the championship weekend, right before the games are about to happen. So I was lucky to get about 2 hours to record. I figured I could get at least one of these in. It normally takes me about 1 hour and 30 to record each episode, and then I shift it down to about a 50-minute episode. I just cut out some filler, stuff like that. But like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video or any of the videos here on my channel, whether it's my rebuilds, my perfect off seasons coming soon, my draft mocks hopefully coming soon as well, my roster updates, which should be going into full force here in the coming weeks. If you guys enjoy any of that content, I would appreciate if you guys do stick around and subscribe, as we are trying to grow the channel. We are past 2,000 subs, which is fucking phenomenal. And I appreciate everything that you guys do. If you guys watch the videos, like the videos, leave a comment, anything like that. I greatly appreciate your support, and I'll be back with more videos like this. But with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.